Hello and welcome to Allegion's 2021 Cincinnati and Chino Manufacturing Day. My name is Jamie Holpuck and I want to thank you so much for joining us today for our virtual field trip. We've got a great event planned for you today with many team members and leaders from across Allegion excited to share their experiences in the manufacturing industry with you. We really hope you'll enjoy our next 90 minutes together and find the information valuable and informative. We'll have dedicated time for questions and answers towards the end of the event, but please feel free to submit your questions at any time throughout the presentation using the chat feature on the right-hand side of your Teams live screen. Let's go ahead and get started. Even though we're not in person at our locations today, we do want to invite you to take a virtual tour with us, during which you'll have the opportunity to see our operations in Ohio and California, as well as Indiana, Illinois, Tennessee, Texas, Kansas, Colorado, and Washington. Let's take a look.
At Allegion, we believe manufacturing is both a vibrant and essential industry. With many new trends impacting what we do every day, from robotics to the Internet of Things and more, there's no doubt that the creators of tomorrow have important roles to fill in pioneering safety and security at Allegion, both now and in the future. Guided by a shared vision of seamless access and a safer world, our employees are innovators, building products and solutions that create peace of mind. As a global manufacturer with more than 30 brands in our portfolio, we invest in tools, technology, and our employees. Because of this, we have a healthy U.S. presence, where those employees build mechanical and electronic locks, emergency exit devices, door closers, steel frames, and many other security solutions that help keep people safe at work, at home, in our community, and on the move. Let's take a look at some of our essential facilities and incredible jobs. Near Seattle in Everett, Washington, Allegion's AD System solutions are produced in a 50,000 square foot facility. Since 2009, AD Systems has manufactured high-quality door systems for customers across healthcare, hospitality, commercial office, and education environments. Through a strong commitment to innovation and positive relationships with architects and designers, our experts in Everett quickly respond to the requests for custom work, ultimately building sliding doors and interior storefront assemblies for projects throughout the United States and abroad that can meet a variety of aesthetic, privacy, and safety needs. In fact, our AD Systems employees manufacture doors that can meet the strict health requirements of clinics and medical offices, as well as offer the energy-efficient and touch-free automated accessibility of the future. In Snoqualmie, Washington, also located near Seattle, Allegion produces technical glass products for TGP Solutions. Since 1980, TGP has been supplying specialized glazing materials and systems for commercial and institutional buildings around the world. The brand is committed to helping solve challenges faced by architects, general contractors, and glaziers through its services and two product lines: fire-rated glass and framing, and specialty architectural glazing. You'll find these solutions at airports, schools, libraries, hospitals, and museums, among other places. TGP has exclusive agency relationships with Nippon Electric Glass, NEG, Pilkington, and RP Technic to distribute certain glass and framing product lines in North America and the Middle East. Our jobs in Snoqualmie range from assembly, with roles in fabrication, welding, and powder coating, to engineering, sales, and more. TGP Solutions are additionally manufactured in Perrysburg, Ohio, where our talented experts cut and package fire-rated glass to be paired with frames built in Snoqualmie or sold separately as loose glass for other customized applications. There, our state-of-the-art facility boasts nearly 70,000 square feet of manufacturing space, with opportunities to operate robotic equipment, as well as automated machines that, on average, process sheets of glass that weigh more than 800 pounds. The Perrysburg facility has two main product lines: Pyrostop glass and Firelight glass, and the local team averages cutting more than 6,000 pieces of glass per month. Our Steelcraft brand boasts two manufacturing locations, a West Coast service and manufacturing center just east of Los Angeles in Chino, California, where we assemble and produce custom hollow metal doors and frames, and our main plant in Blue Ash, Ohio, near Cincinnati. While we proudly produce high-quality steel doors and frames at both facilities, our long-standing manufacturing history is rooted in Blue Ash. Located there for more than 75 years, a visit to our operations showcases talented employees with expertise in materials handling, welding, laser operating, and fabrication, creating doors intended to withstand fires as well as tornado and hurricane winds. Our production process starts with order entry, configuration, scheduling, and programming, and then moves to manufacturing our doors and frames from beginning to end, with finish on the paint line before shipping. From there, they go everywhere. That's right, you'll find these doors and frames around the world too, at medical centers, schools, and commercial offices. Some of our solutions can be seen in popular gathering places too, like the Superdome in New Orleans, the State Convention Center in Washington, and Iowa's State Sports Performance Center. You'll find our products at Ohio University, the University of Michigan, and the University of Kansas too. In Security, Colorado, close to Colorado Springs, we produce keys, lock cylinders, and mechanical locks, as well as high security credentials and biometric products, all for commercial buildings. We've operated there for more than 40 years, and our talented employees process over 100,000 parts per day and configure and test a wide array of high security products that are distributed to customers across the globe. The site is comprised of critical roles that include engineering, fabrication, assembly, testing, distribution, and supply chain management. Our associates use innovative tools like 3D printing, high-speed precision machining, and computer-aided design programs. We're especially proud to manufacture the Schlage brand of security solutions that provide seamless access at office buildings, universities, medical centers, and other vital places through mobile credentials. Our Olathe Operations has produced mechanical lock cylinders and keys for more than 40 years in the Johnson County area. Located just outside of Kansas City, our facility includes a nearly 300,000 square foot warehouse and employees who also work in distribution, customer care, and sales. In fact, any Schlage residential lock that you see at your local hardware store, like Lowe's or Home Depot, has been supplied through our Olathe Operations. That means if you live in the United States and have a Schlage door lock on your home, it passed through our facility here. We fulfill approximately 300 orders per day and ship nearly $1 million worth of product daily from this facility. With core competencies in assembly as well as shipping and receiving, there are many incredible opportunities to play a role in delivering Allegion's vision of seamless access and a safer world. Allegion also has a strong legacy in Illinois, where we have manufactured LCN door closers at our Princeton facility on Railroad Avenue for more than 70 years. Here we've invested in state-of-the-art equipment, from CNC machines that can be programmed to run multiple processes for manufacturing multiple product lines at the same time, to cobots that work next to our people in an assembly line, driving extra flexibility and efficiency. Using this equipment requires problem solving and troubleshooting, programming, digitization, and automation skills. You'll also find lab technicians that specialize in product testing, tool makers, and maintenance teams, all of whom play a vital role in taking our security solutions from start to finish. LCN products can be found in many high-traffic facilities such as schools, hospitals, government and correctional buildings around the world. Our creators produce 35 different series of closures and door hardware to choose from, products that have 15 to 20 years of operating life. Our Republic brand proudly operates in McKenzie, Tennessee, sitting in the northwest region of the state at the tri-point of Carroll, Henry, and Weakley counties. We've built high-quality hollow metal doors and frames there for more than 40 years, and today our talented creators produce 300,000 frames and 80,000 doors annually. You'll see our solutions everywhere from national museums in Washington, D.C. to corporate data centers on the West Coast. Our people specialize in customizing products to meet customers' exact needs. For instance, our talented employees grind down metal to prepare for a seamless door edge application, many times required for schools, hospitals, and commercial kitchens. And while our employees focus on customer needs, They've also innovated many of the ways we work to improve safety, ergonomics, quality, and efficiency. Because of that, you'll see automated processes and conveyors in McKinsey that transfer our doors and frames through different phases of production. But our people make the difference, running control stations, cutting and forming systems, paint lines, and commercial drying ovens, among other important equipment. And because we work with steel, precision welding drives our solutions to be strong and durable for years of continuous service. Yet another Allegion facility, located in Irving, Texas, features state-of-the-art custom manufacturing for our Republic hollow metal doors and frames. There, our experts use laser technology to make high-precision cuts of metal sheets that provide speed and flexibility, as well as minimal waste and greater efficiency for projects. Our operators additionally use brake presses to safely and accurately form frames, welding stations to match specific order requirements, and paint stations to put on the finishing touches. Unique skills utilized throughout these production processes highlight the level of talent our experts possess and that are needed in today's modern world of manufacturing. Rounding out our U.S. manufacturing footprint, we have 2 production facilities in Indianapolis, Indiana, located right down the street from each other. Operating on Toby Drive for more than 30 years and in the state for more than 100 years, we build Von Duprin and Falcon exit devices, as well as Glynn Johnson, Ives, and Zero International door hardware there. We're known for inventing the emergency exit device, as well as all of the customization we can provide for those life-saving devices today, which you'll see in nearly every public building, be it a government facility, a grocery store, a restaurant, a movie theater, a place of worship, a university, or otherwise. In fact, we produce more than 100,000 unique configurations in an average year. On any given day, we fulfill around 700 orders, requiring a cross-trained and flexible workforce with competencies in stamping, CNC machining, powder coating, plating, laser cutting, and etching. Our main line has a state-of-the-art vision system with 3D work instructions. It's so sophisticated that it detects errors and stops the line if a device is not built exactly as ordered. Our people play a critical role, through problem solving, in keeping our customers safe whenever and wherever our solutions are used. There's no doubt that Allegion employees are innovators, creating new and better ways to keep people safe. The manufacturing jobs found at our U.S. and global sites today are centered on employee empowerment, engagement, and problem solving. From assembly, engineering, IT, materials management, distribution and logistics, robotics, environmental, health and safety, tool making, and more, the career paths are vibrant and valuable at Allegion, and our work has never been more important.
Welcome. I am Tamara Coleman, Human Resources Manager for Allegion's Steelcraft Operations. We are so excited to have you with us for our 2021 Virtual Manufacturing Day. Each year we hold this event in October to celebrate the amazing opportunities in manufacturing, and we hope today to inspire some of you to pursue a career in this great industry that has many vibrant and valuable jobs. Manufacturing, as we've definitely seen this year, is essential. Think about it. If something isn't grown, it's made. And at Allegion, our work matters. Allegion has continued operating throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, creating and finding innovative ways to continue producing our essential products, which provide safety and security at medical centers and hospitals, among many other places. Unfortunately, similar to 2020, our event this year is virtual to continue protecting your health and safety, as well as the health and safety of our over 700 plus local team members. As a business that's been located here in Blue Ash, Ohio for more than 75 years, and in Chino, California for more than 20 years, health and safety is our top priority. At Allegion, we invest in our employees and our facilities. If you were in person with us today, you'd see many updates to help protect our people, like temperature screenings, face masks, and identified 6-foot social distancing markings. And even though you aren't here in person, we're going to spend the next 90 minutes showing you everything we can about who we are and what we do, and what manufacturing careers look like. As you see on the slide, Allegion has 30 brands around the globe. You'll see many of these brand-produced products in the United States. Some that we'll cover with you today include Steelcraft, as well as Schlage, LCN, Von Duprin, TGP, and Republic. We manufacture several safety and security products, ranging from mechanical and electrical door locks for homes and public buildings to door closures, emergency exit devices, doors and frames, hinges, knobs, levers, kick plates, access control credentials and readers, and many other solutions. Our vision statement, Seamless Access and a Safer World, reflects our company's long-term aspiration. It guides us and helps us align as our organization on the things that we should focus on and takes the thinking beyond day-to-day activity in a clear and memorable way. Our purpose statement explains the work we do and how it benefits our customers and clients. Our purpose statement, we create peace of mind by pioneering safety and security, also keeps us grounded on why we exist and aim to provide focus for our organization. Allegion has a unique culture that reflects the shared values of our employees. We believe every voice matters, no matter your role at the company or your length of time here. We encourage our employees to be empowered and accountable. In 2020, Allegion began their journey of inclusion and diversity. We believe that equity, along with inclusion and diversity, strengthen our teams, build employee engagement, deliver customer excellence, and produce superior business results. At our facility, the products and solutions our people build help keep people and their property safe. We strive to embrace our be safe and be healthy value. Manufacturing jobs today are safer than ever because of new ideas and technology. And at Allegion, our value or investments have still driven us to have an incident rate that's 88% below the 2018 United States industry average. Our employees are innovators, creating new and better ways to keep people safe, even adding connectivity and IoT capabilities to make our products smart. We believe working in and contributing to our communities matters too. Do the right thing and serve others, not yourself, are two values that lead us in giving back. Each year, our employees around the world are proud to directly support organizations, initiatives through donations, engagement, and thousands of hours of volunteerism, which we'll share a little more about later. We also invest in Gallup's engagement program, regularly sampling employee feedback. Now I will hand you over to one of our amazing leaders, Steelcraft's plant manager, Nick Colicchio. Nick?
Thank you, Tamara, and welcome to all of you attending the event today. Thank you all for being here. We have great representation from students and education leaders to elected officials and industry organizations. My name is Nick Colicchio, and I have the privilege of leading our manufacturing facilities for our Steelcraft business. I've been with our company for almost 20 years in a variety of roles, including as a frontline leader, an engineer, a lean leader, and as an operations manager. Thank you for joining our Manufacturing Day. As a long-term manufacturer in the Blue Ash, Ohio, and Chino, California, employing over 700 people, we thought it was important to participate in National Manufacturing Day, which is sponsored by the National Association of Manufacturers, to educate those in our community about manufacturing and inspire the next generation of manufacturers. At Allegion's Steelcraft business, we offer a wide variety of high-quality steel doors and frames for commercial use. We're part of the Allegion Hollow Metal Group, along with our sister company, Republic Doors and Frames. We've proudly been a part of the Blue Ash, Ohio community for over 80 years and the Chino, California community for over 20 years, providing great careers for our thousands of team members during that time. Expanding on those local communities, I'll start with Blue Ash. At our 750,000 square foot manufacturing facility here in Ohio, we have over 650 great team members who come from 29 different counties and 3 different states to proudly manufacture products for our customers. Those team members earn a combined over $30 million a year annually to help support their families and to invest back into our communities and our economy. Our facility in Chino, California, who helps serve the West Coast market, has over 50 hard-working team members. Steelcraft proudly spends over $40 million annually with US-based suppliers, with our largest spend going towards our raw steel. Allegion and Steelcraft continue to demonstrate our commitment towards the future of manufacturing through investing over $18 million in capital spend in the last 8 years alone in our Ohio and California facilities. We are here for the long run. Just as important, our team members live the value of serve others, not yourself, as they work to invest back into their communities. On the screen, you can see a sample of some of the great charities and community involvement work led by our team members. When you look at our manufacturing footprint for our hollow metal businesses for Allegion, you'll see growth. Between our Steelcraft and Republic businesses, we have 2 main manufacturing facilities, one in Ohio and one in Tennessee, 2 regional manufacturing centers, one in California and one in Texas, and 3 service centers in Texas, Florida, and Georgia. As we continue to invest in the future of manufacturing, we're now in the final stages of opening our next regional center in Kansas City. Inside our facility in Blue Ash, our team members work hard to produce high volume and high mix product. On a daily basis, we'll manufacture between 800 and 1,000 doors and 1,500 to 2,000 frames. We produce this product over a variety of shifts, offering flexibility for our team members as their lives and their needs change. Most importantly, our team members live the value of this is your business, run with it, as demonstrated by some of the great seniority you see on the screen. We have over 20% of the workforce that has more than 30 years of seniority. Just as exciting, we're bringing in lots of new talent now as well, preparing them for great careers in manufacturing. In order to help that new group of team members, we've invested time, money, and people into creating an in-house training center at our Blue Ash facility to help people start their manufacturing career on the right path. At this point, you've probably heard me mention the word career several times. A future in manufacturing can provide just that. On the screen, you'll see examples of several of our team members who have seized opportunities and created a great future for themselves and for their families. They have a broad experience across the manufacturing spectrum, ranging from co-ops to brake operators, schedulers, assemblers, shipping coordinators, supervisors, and even our first training specialist. These 9 team members are just a small sample of the opportunities that you can be afforded in the manufacturing field. Turning back to our products, you'll find the Steelcraft brand in many exciting places around the globe. We serve the construction markets, healthcare markets, and hospitality markets, just to name a few. We partner with the education markets to ensure that we are living our vision and purpose around creating a safer world and creating a peace of mind for our students and teachers. As a team member in the manufacturing world who's getting to talk to a group of students today, and as a proud parent every day. Manufacturers have lifted us from the destruction and disarray of wars and the despair and distress of economic recessions throughout US history. Now, with COVID-19, manufacturers have mobilized to meet the greatest public health and economic threat of our time. You can probably think of many examples in the manufacturing world in the last time period around COVID-19 where they have jumped in to help, such as GM producing ventilators. However, did you also know that our Allegion Steelcraft facilities helped produce steel doors and frames for new COVID-19 testing centers? Throughout the pandemic, Allegion led with an immediate focus on safety and health of our people, our customers, and our communities. Leveraging our be safe, be healthy value as our long-standing true north, we kept our essential employees working, and we took extra precautions to keep them safe, whether they were at our sites or at remote locations. Pictured here, you see various examples of different health and safety efforts and controls that we've put in place to do that. As Tamara said, if you were touring our facilities in Ohio or California today, you'd see the measures we have to ensure that our team members are safe and healthy, such as mask usage, social distancing, temperature screening, symptom self-checks, and more. What's more, we've also made improvements in all our year-over-year employee safety metrics. Manufacturing jobs today are safer than ever because of new ideas and technology. In 2020, we saw a 9% year-over-year reduction in our total recordable incident rate, a 29% year-over-year improvement in our lost time injury rate, and our value and investments have driven us to an incident rate that is 88% below the reported 2019 US industry average. Manufacturing, as you can see from just Allegion's local impact, is very important to the US economy. Still, manufacturing, specifically in the US, is at a crossroads. We're facing a skills gap. 80% of manufacturers report that there's a shortage of qualified applicants for open positions. Manufacturers reported that finding the right talent is now 36% harder than it was in 2018, even though the unemployment rate has nearly doubled the supply of available workers. It's easy to point to the stereotypes of manufacturing sweatshops portrayed by Hollywood and the television features in recent years, generating a sense of perceived negativity that has not been overcome by the manufacturing industry. But it's more than that. Stories and firsthand accounts have been passed through families regarding less than desirable conditions of factory work, ranging from long hours to repetitive, mindless conditions. The manufacturing skills gap is also linked to the lack of STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics skills among workers, and fueled by a decline of technical education programs in high schools, as well as a lack of interest in manufacturing industry by today's youths. And due to the skills gap, it's now expected that there could be as many as 2.1 million unfilled positions in manufacturing over the next decade. At Allegion, manufacturing jobs are centered on employee empowerment, engagement, and innovation. We want your hearts and minds in addition to your hands and time. Allegion believes tools and technological investments are essential elements of being able to provide customers with shorter delivery cycle times and higher quality. Today, many new technology trends are impacting manufacturing, like robotics, the Internet of Things, and artificial intelligence. More than 12.3 million people are employed in manufacturing in the United States today. These millions of people are conceiving life-changing ideas, making a difference, and improving the lives of others through manufacturing. Equity, inclusion, and diversity initiatives are having a positive influence at manufacturers, including at Allegion. Manufacturing drives growth in our economy. Every $1 spent in manufacturing generates an additional $2.74 of values in other sectors. About 1.4 million US manufacturing jobs were lost during the early days of the pandemic, according to a study by the National Association of Manufacturers, setting back the manufacturing laboring workforce by more than a decade. However, the industry has largely recovered those lost jobs and is now urgently seeking more workers. There are incredible jobs in manufacturing in a variety of expertise, from production and distribution to engineering and environmental health and safety. Locally in Chino and Cincinnati, Allegion employs more than 700 people in manufacturing. If you talk to our employees, many of them have worked in a number of these roles during our careers and developed a variety of skills. You'll hear some of those experiences in a panel discussion later today. And I believe there can be a bright future for manufacturing, as we will continue to see the introduction of new technologies. Tools and investments are essential elements of being able to provide our customers with shorter delivery cycle times and higher quality. It is imperative to have employees who have the desire, the knowledge, the expertise, and the capability to run, manage, and maintain those investments. Now, I'm going to turn it back over to Tamara Coleman to talk about some great opportunities within Allegion.
Thank you, Nick. As you heard Nick say, manufacturing is not just a job, it's a career. Allegion is ready to hire and invest in young people such as yourselves that want to build a career in manufacturing. Allegion offers internships, skilled trade apprenticeship programs, early career and tuition reimbursement opportunities. Now, some of our HR leaders would like to tell you a little more about the many valuable opportunities for growth and apprenticeship programs that are currently available at Allegion. Let's see what they have to say.
At Allegion, we currently have 7 apprenticeship programs at multiple facilities. Some examples of the programs we offer include Industrial Maintenance Technician, Industrial Manufacturing Technician, Tool and Die Maker, and CNC Machinist. Employees receive a formal certification at the conclusion of the coursework and are on-the-job training. Some of the programs also include a Department of Labor Journeyman's certification.
So in Indianapolis, I'm very excited about the program. We're actually just getting it off the ground. We're really focused on our CNC apprentices, where in Princeton, Illinois, we have more of an established program. We have over 20 apprentices in CNC, maintenance, and our tool and die programs. These programs are 3 to 4 years, and it requires 144 hours of online coursework, which equates to about 3 hours of work where individuals might come off the floor and take some online coursework while completing the program. It's also 2,000 hours a year of on-the-job training, where employees get to partner with a journey worker or a mentor to develop the skills that they need on the job.
We have industrial manufacturing, maintenance, machining, and CNC programming. The industrial manufacturing program is an 18-month program. The CNC programming and the maintenance and machining programs are all 4-year programs. Employees who participate are eligible to receive college credit that goes towards an associate's degree.
We currently will have our current employees as participants in our program.
We have men, we have women, those right out of school looking to advance their skill set, and then also those that have been with the company for over 20 years. So really it's a diverse group of people looking to expand their skills.
We're expanding our apprenticeship programs at Allegion to build a pipeline of skilled workers, to gain workers with skills that are customized to the specific needs of the business. These programs help retain employees by investing in them. And a recent Deloitte study on manufacturing reveals that 3.5 million manufacturing jobs will need to be filled over the next decade.
Apprenticeship programs are important because it gives the opportunity for employees to keep learning. Our apprentices will have the opportunity to learn on the job, not only hands-on learning as well as the educational online piece, but getting paid to learn.
These apprenticeship programs provide career and growth opportunities for our employees. Employees want to be challenged and they want to have an opportunity to grow their career. And these apprentice programs provide individuals a way to further develop a skill set that's very much in demand, which ultimately results in higher wages for our employees.
I believe that it's important for Allegion to expand its participation in apprenticeship programs. Oftentimes people will start in a manufacturing role not really even having an idea of what it's like to work in a manufacturing environment or where their path can take them when they are in manufacturing. And apprenticeships just opens up the door for them in so many areas where they are provided solid training on the job, as well as some background in understanding the business, understanding how their job impacts the manufacturing line.
Today in manufacturing, the skills that are critical for our employees would be attention to detail, critical thinking, good communication, interest and aptitude for technology, dependability, ability to be cross-trained, and a great work ethic.
The types of skills that are required in manufacturing today not only pertain to the job that they're doing, say, whether it be welding or powder coating or machining, but we also look for people that can work well with one another. The teamwork aspect of their job is so important.
We're looking for someone that's eager to learn, someone that's a team player, people that are looking for a challenge, someone that likes to work on a variety of projects or jobs and really likes to problem solve, and people that can look at a program, a system, or process and say, hey, I can do that better.
Not only does it give our employees the opportunity to continue learning and learning new skills, capabilities, but it also does ensure that we are on the front end of the manufacturing skills gap.
I know with Allegion, we do highly encourage people to pursue their educational degrees, and so the apprenticeship program gets them one step closer to having a degree, as well as giving them that footing in terms of getting career promotion and growth.
Apprenticeship programs help employers recruit and develop a highly skilled workforce that contribute directly to the productivity and profitability of the business. In addition, investing in our employees has always been a priority at Allegion. Apprenticeship programs provide a pathway for employees to upskill and reskill, ultimately advancing in their careers and addressing the skills gap our industry is facing.
Well, I hope you enjoyed learning more about the many valuable opportunities to grow and develop in your career at Steelcraft. Importantly, if you were in person with us today, you'd also have the opportunity to speak to many of our valued employees and hear their opinions on what manufacturing means to them, as well as the opportunities they've seen in their own careers in manufacturing. Let's take a look. If you'd like to make a difference in the community, making the world a safer place, people's homes, schools, hospitals, other institutions, educational institutions, to make them a safer place for our people out in the world, then Allegion is the place to work.
Not only is it a good place to work, you got good friendly people to work with, and it's also a stepping stone for opportunities to grow in the company.
What makes me come to work every day is the people that I work with. I enjoy the people that I interact with on a daily basis. It just makes my job a lot easier.
I've never been at a job with the people in the area wanted to help the other people, newer hires, new employees as much as here.
So there's a lot of mentorship that goes on here.
The training was very hands-on, which I appreciate that a lot.
One thing I love the most about my job here is how much I am out on the floor and interacting with the people. They're the experts, and that's who I'm learning everything from.
I think what I'm proudest of working here at Steelcraft is just the relationships.
What makes me proudest about the work I do is the people. If we don't have the people, we can't make the safe products, the quality products that we do today.
When I found out these doors are going to hospitals and schools and, protecting kids, that made me take a lot more, pride in my job.
It feels good that knowing that we're going to give people that sense of security and a peace of mind.
I chose Allegion because of the values.
With all the Allegion core values, it really is not limited to just how you are as an employee, but you can take all of those core values with you outside of these walls and apply it to your life, which is huge.
So we encourage our new team members all the time when they come in the doors to demonstrate those values and be curious beyond the obvious. Have a passion for excellence. Don't be afraid to speak up. I don't care if it's day one.
One of our values is this is your business, run with it. So if you have an idea, you can make that happen and grow.
I feel there's a lot of opportunities, especially with Allegion. They definitely show that they're interested in internal movement, advancement within the company.
At Allegion, I feel like everybody is committed to my development, the team's development, and just pursuing improvement every single day.
There's chances to go to college with tuition reimbursement as well.
So anyone that's interested in the challenge, anyone that wants to be able to make a difference somewhere, give some input and actually make a difference, I think Allegion's a good company to work for.
Hard work gets recognized. I've learned a lot here. I've went from a sheet of metal all the way to loading a door to go to the warehouse. So I've done a lot, I've learned a lot, and I think it's a great trade to be into because you can learn so much from what you're doing here.
My piece of advice would be learn, glean what you can from the person next to you, from the leaders, from the trainings that you're in.
Everything's going up more technologically. I only expect it to keep going up.
I think the advancement in technologies at our plant in the last 10 years has been significant.
We're bringing in CNC equipment, robotics that allow those operators to kind of operate hands off. We're a little more technical role and get to see that they're really doing a good job and doing it safely.
Day in, day out, the technology is improving every day.
I would describe the future of manufacturing as inspirational.
It's definitely challenging. So those who, enjoy that, get a kick out of, fixing things, it's definitely a good industry for them.
Exciting. There's always change. There's always new technology. There's always new challenges. It never gets boring.
I would say ever changing.
I would choose the word evolving.
Growth.
Always growing, always on the move.
Progressive.
Innovation.
Satisfying.
So automation is definitely the future of manufacturing.
In my experience, I would say a journey. The reason why I say a journey is because in a journey, you know where you're going, but you don't know what you're going to see. You don't know what you're going to experience. And during a journey, you learn about so much because you're seeing things for the first time or seeing new things. That's kind of how I've looked at my career here, is that I kind of, once I got into the manufacturing, I knew where I was going, but I didn't know what I was going to see. I didn't know what I was going to experience. And almost on a daily, weekly basis, I'm seeing things for the first time or seeing new things, how to process things in a different way.
Because I think manufacturing is a really good opportunity and a good place to work.
So I would encourage anyone to pursue a career at Allegion.
Wow. I am so proud and inspired by the employees who took time to share their thoughts on their manufacturing careers. In an industry that's so vibrant, it's hard to sum up all of the opportunities in one word or phrase. I'm also extremely proud of the next group of employees you're getting ready to hear from, who will share personal stories about their manufacturing journeys with you today. Just a few weeks ago, we gathered 6 of our employees, each one from a different Allegion facility, online for a virtual discussion of manufacturing careers. Let's hear what they have to say.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining Allegion's 2021 Manufacturing Day event. My name is Jamie, and I am one of Allegion's communications managers. We are so excited to have each of you with us virtually today, and I'm even more excited for the opportunity to introduce you to a few of Allegion's employees from some of our U.S. manufacturing facilities. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and kick us off with some introductions. So panelists, I'm going to give each of you the opportunity to take a minute to share with us your name, your location, your role, and how long you've been with Allegion. So David, I'm going to kick it over to you first.
My name's David Tolentino. I've been with Allegion for 6 years. I'm from the California Chino facility, and my role is inventory specialist.
Thank you, David. Christine, how about you?
Hi, I'm Christine Halvis. I'm out of the Colorado Springs facility. I've been with Allegion for 5 years and I'm a frontline leader.
Thank you, Christine. Jason?
Kia ora, g'day. Hello, my name is Jason. I am from the McKinsey, Tennessee plant, and my role, I guess you would call it material specialist utility.
Thank you, Jason. Taviana, how about you?
My name is Taviana Tyson, and I'm at the Olathe, Kansas facility, and I'm a material specialist.
Hi, Taviana. Sean, how about you?
My name is Sean Bilkey Smith. I've been with Allegion for about 2.5 years out of the Snoqualmie, Washington facility, and I'm a CNC machinist.
Thanks, Sean. Okay, Brandy.
Hello, my name is Brandy Smith. I'm at the Everett AD Systems facility, and I've been with Allegion for 3 years as of this month, actually, and I'm in production control.
Thank you, Brandy. And thank you all so much for taking the time to share your experiences with us today. I want to start off by asking, oftentimes or sometimes, a lot of our employees don't necessarily expect to pursue a career in manufacturing. So I'm going to start with Sean on this one. Did you expect to pursue a career in manufacturing? And if not, why? And how did you find your start? And so more specifically, how did you find Allegion?
So no, I did not expect to get into manufacturing. My friend's dad worked in manufacturing and was an owner of a shop. And so that's where I got my first machining job. And I found out that I really liked working with my hands, that I didn't have to sit at a desk basically. And after a few shops here and there, I met one of my coworkers who ended up joining Allegion, and he told me about it, said it was a great opportunity, and said that I should apply. And so then I applied and got a job.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. David, did you have a similar experience, or how was your journey to finding manufacturing?
Well, my first choice was not manufacturing. I didn't even know it was actually a choice. I just happened to know somebody at a manufacturing facility previous to Allegion, and I fell in love with the welding, with the whole machining. That's where I started. I applied for a temp agency, which transferred me to Allegion, and trying to get out of the graveyard shift where I was before, and it just worked out. I've been here for 6 years, 5 years on the production line. And I just moved up into the office, and yeah, that's how I got to Allegion, and couldn't be happier.
Wow, it's really cool to hear about your growth throughout the manufacturing organization as well. Yeah. Brandy, how's your career path been in finding manufacturing?
I worked in a lot of different industries, restaurant, bartending, and moved into industrial construction, and found out I had a kind of a niche for ERP systems. And so after moving to Washington State, I applied for an order entry / admin position at AD. Since then, I've managed to get into production scheduling and then into production control, and really enjoy the ERP system implementations and process improvements.
Thank you so much for sharing. And that's a great lead in to our next question, which really shows that there are such a variety of different jobs within our manufacturing facilities, from the line to ERP systems. We have people putting things together. We have people running machines. We even have jobs people might not think about, like our ERP systems or robot operators, material schedulers, even customer service and enterprise excellence. So Christine, do you want to tell us a little bit more about your role and how it's critical to our manufacturing operations?
So my role as a frontline leader, on the production floor, I'm responsible for making sure our lines are running efficiently, and this is through a lot of strategic planning, different processes, and definitely the support from the team. And it's critical to our operations because we're the final lock assembly. We're the last ones to see the locks before they go out to our customers. So product quality is our top priority, and this definitely helps towards the safety and satisfaction of our customers.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing. Sean, do you want to tell us a little bit more about your role?
Yeah, so everything begins with our department machining. We make the frames and windows, and we have to put the hardware procedures in, so the holes, notches, and basically all that. And without any of that, you can't put the door together because there's no place for the hardware to go. So it all starts with us.
Great point. I know all of your roles are extremely critical to our manufacturing operations, but I'm going to last call on Jason to tell us a little bit more about his role and how it's critical to manufacturing.
Yeah, so I'm basically a utility in the warehouse here in Mackenzie, and my role essentially covers about 6 positions. I'm there to cover people when they are on vacation, if they're sick, or if they get called away from work urgently. I deal predominantly with all the finished goods that come out of pick and pack, and I set them up in the warehouse into day lanes and so forth, so on and so forth. I load out the less than truckload loads. That's the small 1-2 pieces here, not the bulk pull loads. I also set up the bulk pull loads, and I make sure everything is available and right there when someone needs it. So if anyone comes back to the warehouse to do another quality check, or if they need to add some parts to frames or doors that we have and need to take them back, I know exactly where they are. They just have to come and see me. So I control the organization back at the finished area of the warehouse right before we load it on the truck, which is the last step in the process. So if I miss something, it's not a good thing.
Fascinating. Well, thank you guys so much for sharing about that. It was really interesting to hear about the beginning of the process with machining and the end of the process as well. Thank you guys. So a unique benefit that Allegion offers is actually tuition reimbursement. At Allegion, we'll actually pay up to $8,000 a calendar year for you to go back to school. So David, I think this is an experience you can speak to. Have you currently used this tuition reimbursement, or and if so, has that helped you to pursue your professional goals, and how do you expect that to impact your career in manufacturing?
Yes, I have. I've actually used it for about 3 years now. It helped me get my my business administration degree, so it has helped me tremendously. Just not knowing I don't have to pay it out of my own pocket. That Allegion cares enough to help us out to grow as well. And with my degree, I've actually stepped into the office as an inventory specialist, which, you know, I do all the inventory stuff. I make sure everything's accounted for budget wise, stuff like that. So my long-term career here at Allegion that I want to get to is moving up into management. So hopefully, you know, as I keep going, I may be able to do that by going even further using the tuition reimbursement and going further into my schooling.
Thank you so much for sharing that. And it's really cool to hear about all the opportunities for growth within Allegion and those that have taken advantage of this benefit. I know individuals personally that have taken advantage of this benefit all across the organization. So thank you so much for sharing your experience. So I know me personally, I can find so many ways that working at Allegion makes me proud, but Christine, do you want to share some ways that Allegion makes you the proudest and your work at Allegion makes you proud?
Honestly, it's really moments like when I'm out and about, I'm at the store, I could be at a doctor's appointment, on a military base, my kids' school, other people's homes, and then you see that they have Schlage locks installed. And, you know, I just think about that impact, and it may be just a lock to some, you know, just a means of access, but it's security. And to know that I'm a part of helping towards someone's safety is rewarding.
Absolutely, well said. Taviana, do you want to add to that? What about working at Allegion makes you proudest?
What makes me the proudest is the knowledge that you get when you're learning about these different locks. I just feel like you benefit so well. And when someone is actually having a problem with their lock, you're able to fix it. You're able to know, oh, I know what's wrong with this. I can help them.
Great point. Jason, what makes you proudest?
The fact that they've given me multiple roles to do, it just expands my knowledge of the business so much that, I mean, before I used to look at it as a door, it's just a door. Now I sort of know how the ins and the outs work of it. I can actually walk up to doors and around the place and say, oh yeah, that's an Allegion door, just by the shape of it. So I'm thankful for the teaching that they gave me and the fact that they put all their faith in me and let me go where I could go with it.
Thank you so much. All right, well, we've had the opportunity to hear a little bit more about each of your manufacturing careers today. So I'm interested to hear, what piece of advice would you give to someone considering their own manufacturing career? Brandy, do you want to share a little bit more about that?
Ask questions. Yeah, it's the more questions you ask, the more knowledge you gain, and the further you can really expand what you're doing within the company, not just in manufacturing, but up through the management levels and into the now like implementations with other facilities. So ask questions.
Great piece of advice. Taviana, what piece of advice would you give to someone?
A piece of advice I would give someone is to apply yourself. If you apply yourself to your job, you will become more advanced and you will gain so much more experience, and you can pass along to people before that. And I'd say like this would be a good opportunity to grow through a company and just experience more of that.
It's a great piece of advice as well. Thank you so much. All right, so I'm going to ask each of you to answer this final question for us today. So to summarize, if you could describe today's manufacturing careers or even your own manufacturing career in one word or phrase, what would it be? And David, I'm going to ask you to go first.
I would say variety. Nobody knows this, but manufacturing is such a broad thing, and from being on the line, from management, you have those people in accounting, programming, engineering, so variety for sure.
Variety is a great one. Christine, what would you say?
I would say evolving. There's always so many opportunities out there and just different ways to create yourself as a better asset to the company.
I like it. Jason, what's your word or phrase?
I would say it's really one of the only certainties in a facing uncertain future of this world. Got to have the manufacturing. It's always going to be there. Can't live without it.
Great point. Taviana, what's your word or phrase?
I'll say possibilities. There's so many more things that you can learn from this company, and as you can see, you can grow a lot more than you know.
Love that. Sean, what was yours, Steve?
I would say it'd be exciting. You get to work with tools and materials that most people have never heard of or don't even really know about, and the technology is ever changing, and it's always exciting.
Great. Brandy, round us out. What would be your one word or phrase?
Adaptable.
Why would you say adaptable?
We are challenged quite often just within our fabrications that we get and requests from customers, but also, like with 2021 and adapting to doing things differently. And a lot of people in the organization are very adaptable to what we need to do to get our jobs done.
I think that's a great one, and I think we can all relate to the need to adapt, and we've all been doing a lot of that lately. So great point. Thank you guys so much. And truly just want to thank each of you for so much for taking the time to share your valuable insights and experiences with all of us today, and especially the students who are listening today. We truly appreciate all of the essential work that you do to support our manufacturing operations. So again, just thank you all so much for your time today.
Yes, Jamie, thank you and the panel for sharing. The employees you just heard from truly showcase the broad variety of experiences available in our field. Now, I have the honor of introducing you to yet another team member who has had many valuable experiences in manufacturing. In fact, this individual got his start as the first line supervisor on manufacturing floor. And today, he is Allegion's first and only CEO. I could share a lot about Dave's leadership and his career achievement, but I know he's here truly today because he wants to share his own real life story about the value of and opportunities within manufacturing. Dave, the floor is yours.
Tamara, thanks for that great introduction. Is my sound good?
Yes, you are good to go.
All right. So good day to all our visitors, the students that are interested in a career of manufacturing. And I would start off very boldly. I was introduced to a factory floor, a manufacturing company called the Square D Company in 1981. That was 40 years ago, and it changed my life. My manufacturing experience, exposure has been one of the greatest gifts of my life. And why would I say that? I grew up and was raised by a single mother with 5 children. The resources in our home were poor, and I started working very early in a variety of jobs. I advanced through junior college and then on to the University of Northern Iowa, and my work experience gave me the opportunity to start on the factory floor as a first-line supervisor. Hard to believe, but 22 years later, I was the president and CEO of Square D Company, having 17,000 employees working for me. It was an incredible journey, but that journey was facilitated by my experience on the factory floor at Lincoln, Nebraska, at Raleigh, North Carolina, at Columbia, South Carolina, and Costa Mesa, California. Not only did my journey through manufacturing take me to 49 of the 50 states, but today I've been in over 53 countries, and I could have never imagined as I stepped onto the factory floor in Lincoln that it would take me to all over the world. It would certainly open up doors for my family, but it also opened up doors for me in terms of learning. A manufacturing environment is a complex environment. It's an exciting environment that changes every day. It's a learning environment. I learned from so many people at every stop along the way, and the learning came in how to work as a team. The learning came from how to work with people. The learning came from the different specialties and capabilities that it takes to manufacture products, for a world that needs them. Some of the spectrums of that exposure could be material control, which we heard from today, machining, tool and die, human resources, production control, safety and loss control. All of these elements come together to be able to produce the complex products that are a part of our life every day. Each segment of a manufacturing plant can be career opportunities that can take you, like it's taken me, to areas that I could have never imagined. Again, back to the learning. Industrial manufacturing, whether it's Allegion or other manufacturers in your community, will invest in you in training and skills that will help you grow, but often comes with tuition reimbursement. We talked about the tuition reimbursement capabilities at Allegion. I went on as part of my development and got a master's in business administration that was totally paid by Square D then, or Allegion, the company I worked for. So not only is a learning environment that can help you grow and develop, but educational opportunities that can help strengthen your resume of skills that are incredible. I think the other thing to think about when you think about manufacturing, these learning opportunities can help you to open up new career paths wherever you go because of the complexity and diversity of what goes on inside a manufacturing plant. But manufacturing is essential to our country and the world. Just think about a world that, doesn't have security devices like Allegion makes, or cell phones like Apple or Samsung, or the vehicles that you may have come and traveled in today. Things around our home, they all have to be designed, engineered, manufactured, and the systems that make manufacturing come together are part of the things that make our world a better place to live, a safer place to live, a healthier place. Think about the last 20 months with COVID. It was, great minds, engineering, chemists, and ultimately manufacturing that had to put the billions of vaccines that traveled around the world. And that would include logistics. Without it, our world is different. Manufacturing is essential to the world we live in. It will exist today, and it will exist 500 years from today. And I would propose to you, it's a great place to arrive. Inside the manufacturing world, there are many vibrant and valuable opportunities that can help you grow and develop. I would say not only do I have expertise in how things go together, they're engineered, they're produced, but I've also gotten expertise in manufacturing safety, material controls, labor relations, human resources, logistics that have helped me grow, learn, and develop. I think one of my teammates said it, a day inside a manufacturing company is always exciting. I'm now 41 years into it. Every day has been different. Every day has been challenging. Every day I have learned and grown. And every day is exciting because you're part of often a large team of people with a common goal. And I feel as a leader, when I can invest in people and we have a common goal in terms of producing some of the best products in the world, it's really a lifetime opportunity that will go faster than you can ever imagine. Allegion is a very strong company, and there are strong companies around the world in manufacturing. We invest in people, we invest in our capabilities to be able to produce. That investment not only creates some great project management challenges, but we also invest in leading technologies, whether it's robotics, communications, software, that help our products be positioned on the cutting edge of capabilities. As we make those investments, it helps our people grow, our business grow, and the cycle never stops. It really replenishes itself to create great opportunities. I would also say in my 41 years, the work that we do matters. It's safe and healthy for our teams. We're responsible for the communities, and it's fun. How do you like being part of a big team of people that are making things happen? Not only, yes, we work hard, but one of our key values is, to enjoy what we do. And I would say, when you think about a factory, you could say, hey, I'm going to work inside a factory. No, it's a community of people working together hand in hand that produce great outcomes that make our world better. Last, I'd say every voice matters. Every path matters. No matter where you come, there's the opportunity to make a difference every day. It doesn't matter the path that you came from. I came from a single family of 6 kids, with really average opportunity when you looked at me when I was 18 years old. If you looked at Dave Petratus when I was 18 years old in Councilville, Ohio, you'd say, well, that guy may have an interesting life. It was manufacturing, being part of a team, the ability to learn and grow, and travel and explore that really created the opportunities for me to lead a great company, Allegion. Wherever you come from, wherever your skin color, wherever your voice, it's amazing if you take the choice to walk on and be a part of Allegion or any manufacturing capability, you'll be better as a result. I hope you'll consider Allegion, but I also hope that you'll consider all the opportunities you have. A manufacturing career can be the greatest part of your life. So with that, I'll turn it back over to you, Tamara.
Thank you so much, Dave. We really appreciate you joining us today, and thank you for sharing all of your inspirational words and about your experience in manufacturing. And we hope that you will be able to join us as well for some Q&A. We do have time for just a couple of questions here as well. And one that we received, I think would be a great one for you to start with, given what you just spoke to. And that's, what's one piece of advice that you would give to the students today or someone who is looking to join the manufacturing industry? So Dave, do you want to start with that one?
I absolutely would. My piece of advice would be join a company that will develop and nurture you. The learning opportunity is what it's about. As you think about the opportunities and choices that you have in your career, choose a company that will invest in you and be willing to work hard, learn, and be a part of a team, and great things will happen.
Great advice. Thanks, Dave. Nick, is there anything that you'd like to add to that? Any piece of advice that you would give?
Sure, and I think Dave's advice is spot on. The only thing I would add is just get started. There has never been a better time to get involved in manufacturing than right now, and that there's no better opportunity than to get started today.
Excellent advice as well. Tamara, what one piece of advice would you give?
I'll second Nick just a little bit there, but I want them to know that the advice is, with a career in manufacturing, you can earn great pay, benefits, continue your education aspirations through the tuition reimbursement program that you heard about. And as you also have heard during this event, I advise you to take advantage of the many career opportunities available in the manufacturing field. Sky's the limit to having a career in manufacturing, especially at Allegion. You don't just get a career, you also get a family.
Also excellent advice. Thanks so much, Tamara. And we also have Dwight Patton participating with us today. And Dwight is the process manager at our Chino facility. Dwight, what piece of advice would you give to students today?
The opportunity to go into manufacturing, especially if speaking for Steelcraft, you get the opportunity to hands-on build a product, see how it's manufactured all the way through the process, and you get the opportunity to also do all the different operations. So it's not like you have one job you're going to learn and that's all you're ever going to do. You're going to have the opportunity to learn how to do the other operations. So from start to finish, you're able to build a frame or you're able to weld a frame. You know everything that went into it, and it's just opportunity to grow.
Well said. Thank you so much, Dwight. Another question that we received was Steelcraft able to operate throughout the entire pandemic, and if so, how? Nick, do you want to address that one for us?
I'd be glad to. And I'm extremely proud to say that, yes, we had no interruptions through the pandemic. When I think back on the last 18 to 20 months, Steelcraft did a fantastic job and supported by Allegion as a whole and all our companies on ensuring that we kept our team members safe. We looked out for their health, the health of their families, and we looked out for our customers. And we did that through a lot of the things you heard me discuss earlier around the health and safety measures we put in place in the facility, and also the flexibility that we offered all of our team members to ensure that they could navigate this difficult time as well.
Thanks, Nick. Dave, was there anything you'd like to add to that?
I'd say, the pandemic, unprecedented in the effects that it's had on the nation and the world. One of the things that grounded us was a value that guides us at Allegion. It's be safe, be healthy. And Allegion is one of the safest workforces in the world. We work on that every day. And I believe that our employees were trained, prepared, and believe that we could keep them safe and healthy. COVID-19 is a battle that we're still driving today, but we're a stronger company because we were able to keep our doors open, fight through it, keep people earning money. These are important aspects, but it begins with be safe, be healthy. And it was really a catalyst that is a part of our core at Allegion that helped guide us through the pandemic and kept us strong.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Dave. That is all the time that we have for question and answer today, but thank you guys so much for your engaging questions. And now at this time, we want to share with you special remarks from a few of our elected officials from the great states of Ohio and California.
I'm Sherrod Brown. It's a privilege to serve as your United States Senator. On National Manufacturing Day, we celebrate one of Ohio's most important historical industries and the innovation and the skill of manufacturing workers across our state. You come from a state, we all do, with a proud history of innovators and trailblazers, from the Wright brothers to Geraldine Mock to John Glenn. But without engineers and welders, without mathematicians like Katherine Goebel Johnson, our friend John Glenn's space capsule would have never left the Earth. Without skilled manufacturers making airplanes, Geraldine Mock might never have taken flight. Right now, you're living through an unprecedented moment in our country. Ohioans have stepped up to save lives, not only doctors and nurses, but engineers working to find new ways to manufacture and sterilize medical equipment, manufacturers transforming their factories to make crucial supplies. We need talented, curious students like you to become the next generation of inventors and engineers and manufacturers in this great state who will lead us into the future. There are more opportunities today than ever, whether it's using a 3D printer to create life-saving devices used by doctors, whether it's mastering new manufacturing techniques to make jet engines, whether it's using the latest materials to build bridges and skyscrapers. In a time when hard work isn't paying off like it should for too many people, we're simply not seeing people's incomes go up enough. These can be good jobs where you can build a career. I encourage you to think of all the different paths you could choose, and I can't wait to see how far you'll go, how proud you'll make your friends, your family, and our great state. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Senator Rob Portman. I want to welcome you all to the Allegion Steelcraft's 2021 Manufacturing Day. I wish I could be with you there in person, but I'm with you in spirit because I'm really supportive of what you're doing. I want to thank Allegion for hosting this great annual event and once again inviting me to talk about the importance of manufacturing to Ohio that I represent, but also to our whole country. Manufacturing is fun because it's about making things, and it remains one of the largest industries in our country. The products we make in Ohio, of course, are renowned. We play a big role in manufacturing in Ohio. We punch above our weight as the home of the third largest manufacturing industry in the United States, behind California and Texas. So we're not the biggest state, but we're the third biggest in terms of manufacturing. That's because the men and women working the floors at our factories assemble quality products, no matter the type, from washing machines to tanks to farm equipment, automobiles and parts and more. And of course, we're proud to be the main home of Allegion Steelcraft, which makes the highest quality steel doors and frames of any. Ohio builds these products with pride, and it shows. Joining Ohio's manufacturing industry, as some of you are considering doing, means becoming part of this rich legacy of quality and craftsmanship. What's more, you're making a great investment in your futures, as manufacturing jobs come with really good wages and good benefits. I'm proud to represent a strong manufacturing state, and I'm so proud that so many of you are here today. I'm glad you're considering joining this vital Ohio industry. I encourage you to give it your all as you pursue your dreams. So best of luck in your studies. Enjoy the rest of the day's events. Hope to see you back in Ohio soon.
Hello, I'm Congressman Brad Wenstrup from Ohio's 2nd Congressional District, which includes parts of Cincinnati and the East Side. I'm honored to speak to you on this Manufacturing Day. Over the last 18 months, as our nation has faced unprecedented challenges, manufacturing has become even more vital, especially in Ohio. Manufacturing is one of the largest industries in Ohio and has been instrumental in the development of personal protective equipment, other critical medical supplies, resources for medical facilities, and more for those on the front lines of this pandemic. During the pandemic, we have learned to rely on supply chains, unfortunately, that are coming from our adversaries. We need to ensure that American manufacturers develop American products instead of relying on cheap labor elsewhere. It's important to our national security that we are able to produce domestically. Through these challenging times, manufacturing remains essential for our country's growth, and we've seen this industry expand over the last few years. We need to keep going in that direction. Opportunities to get into trade fields are growing. More and more high schools are offering credit for technical training, encouraging exposure to and experience in these vital, in-demand fields. New trade careers in Ohio give real opportunity for young people to enter the workforce with good paying jobs right here in our state. Leading manufacturers across the country, including Allegion, are joining a nationwide effort to inspire the next generation of hardworking, successful workers. That can be you. We've relied on manufacturing's critical role to support our nation throughout this pandemic, and I know that the future workforce will continue to help build, move, and ultimately shape our future. Thank you so much, and happy Manufacturing Day. God bless.
Thank you for the opportunity to share a few words with you on Manufacturing Day 2021. I'm State Rep Jessica Miranda, representing Ohio House District 28, or as I like to call it, the Great 28 in the Ohio Legislature. I call Forest Park, outside of Cincinnati, home, and the district covers several northern Hamilton County suburbs, including Blue Ash, Springdale, Sharonville. I'm proud to represent places like Blue Ash, Springdale, and Sharonville because they are home to so many innovative job creators in essential industries. It's great to see so many students and young adults gearing up to be a part of the next generation of manufacturers. It can't be said enough that the past year and a half has brought several unique challenges to many industries, and everyone has had to learn to adapt. As we've seen with COVID-19, manufacturers have mobilized to meet the demands of the greatest public health and economic threats of our time. As you prepare to join the manufacturing workforce, know that you will continue to play a critical role in meeting the demands of a 21st century economy. While Ohio is powered by manufacturing, we know that many good-paying jobs, manufacturing jobs, are unfilled and will continue to be unfilled in the years to come. That's why it's encouraging to see students like you engaged and ready to begin a rewarding career. I'm excited for the manufacturing career you will soon begin, especially those of you in Ohio. As a state lawmaker, I'm committed to helping promote manufacturing job placement opportunities and advancing policies that will ensure Ohio's manufacturing industry can thrive.
Hi, I'm State Senator Connie Leyva, and it's such a pleasure to join you once again for Manufacturing Day. I actually think that a virtual field trip is a great idea and an innovative idea, kind of like manufacturing, continuing to be innovative. It's been a rough couple years, but I think one thing we've learned is that we can do things virtually and that we can be with each other even when we're not in the same room. Having lived and raised a family in Chino for many decades, I always appreciate when companies like Allegion continue to highlight the tremendous manufacturing strength in the Inland Empire, as well as the collective commitment to reaching future generations of manufacturing and showing them that these are careers, good careers, and paths to the future. Just like every industry, manufacturing had to adapt during COVID-19, the pandemic, and I am confident that it too will emerge even stronger and more resilient. As a state senator representing Chino and portions of the Inland Empire, I so love that manufacturing goods from our region are used here in California, across the country, and even around the world. And as a small business owner, my husband and I appreciate when things are manufactured here in the United States because they're easier to get than when we have to go overseas. So thank you again, Allegion. Before being elected to the Senate, I was a labor leader for many years, so I continue to focus on the need to provide quality, well-paying jobs that will support a family. Manufacturing jobs do that. In the years ahead, careers in manufacturing and related fields will continue to have a great opportunity and potential for growth. So I look forward to seeing what current and future manufacturers develop with ever-changing needs of all of our communities. And I look forward to seeing what all of you do as you move forward. So keep up the great work, get your education, get trained, and do what you need to do to be successful in life and in manufacturing. Thank you again to Allegion. Thank you all for being here today. Have a great day and enjoy the rest of your conference.
Hello, I'm Congresswoman Norma Torres. I am happy to join Allegion to celebrate this year's Manufacturing Day, an event dedicated to inspiring the next generation of workers. Our region is home to a robust manufacturing sector. This industry provides an avenue for students like you to pursue careers that involve design, innovation, and craftsmanship. While we need doctors, lawyers, teachers, and firefighters, we also need creative young minds to continue strengthening our ability to make products right here in California. Manufacturing opens doors to good middle-class job opportunities right here in our own community. The Inland Empire is a growing hub for manufacturing, and these businesses, like the Allegion facility in Chino, are critical to our economy and the employment of many of our neighbors. Every year, my Made in the 35th tour takes me to a variety of local businesses that manufacture goods, supplied worldwide in nearly every sector. From cookies to military equipment to x-ray machines to mats used at UFC matches, are all made right here in the Inland Empire. And during the COVID-19 pandemic, many of these manufacturers retooled their machines to provide badly needed life-saving equipment, such as face masks, hand sanitizers, and ventilators, to keep our national response and save thousands of lives. These jobs are within reach of all of you. So thank you for taking an interest in this critical industry. I wish you the best and hope to see you next year during my Made in the 35th annual tour. Happy Manufacturing Day.
Wow, what an exciting journey in just 90 minutes. Well, we have now reached the end of our virtual event. Manufacturing Day is made to inspire the next generation of manufacturers. I hope that you were not only inspired, but engaged to continue interest in the opportunities within the manufacturing industry. During our event, we highlighted how essential manufacturing is in today's industry. We are thankful to partner with your educational facilities that have STEM and technical programs that develop the skill sets needed in manufacturing, which creates an ever-growing pipeline for Steelcraft. By seeing and hearing from many of our employees today, including our CEO, I hope you all see Allegion Steelcraft Locations as not just a job, but an employer who cares about their employees and offers incredible opportunities for growth and development in many different roles and positions. Benefits such as medical plans, continuing education assistance, and a 401k plan with company matching to help in preparing for your future. As you see on the slide, we are looking for you. Help spread the word. So if you are at least 18 years of age and are looking for a career in manufacturing, or you know someone interested, please visit our career site via the link on the slide. I would like to thank all of the government officials for taking time to share their thoughts in support of Manufacturing Day. And I would also like to thank each of you for joining our virtual event. Thank you and have a great day.